This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Annabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Annabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
When your team's curious and ready to grow, they do their best work, and that changes everything. At CBT Nuggets, we've spent over 25 years making IT training engaging, hands-on, and fun. Expert-led courses, virtual labs, real-world skills your team can use right now. From networking to cloud to cybersecurity, we build skills and confidence that drive results. Believe in your team. Give them the tools to thrive at cbtnuggets.com/solutions.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. KFI AM 640, it is The Conway Show, and Bellio's back.
Yeah, back!
Woo! Bellio is back in the game, man.
Feels
That's
good
great.
to be back, guys.
Bellio is the sweetest daughter in the world. Her mother needed some attention in Colorado, and she said, "Ma, you can count on me." And you split for 2 weeks to help your beautiful mother. I love that.
And if it wasn't for you, which I know you hate when I do this, but thank you for allowing me to do this.
That's right. That's why I brought it up. Steffu leaves occasionally to help his dad out. That's cool. I like that. Anytime you go to help family members out, you never have to say, "Can I have the day off?" You just take it off. You take it off. And it's always much more important than the crap we do around here. Oh, horrible introduction for Alex Stone. Sorry, Alex. Man, I'm sorry, bud. Oh, man.
It was great. I've been relegated to the phone today.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. So how did you get hooked up with just the phone today? You going somewhere?
I don't know. No, the other system isn't working.
No.
We said it's either this or nothing, but we'll do the phone.
Okay. Hey, so what did we know about Gene Hackman? Any news come out over the weekend?
Well, if I remember correctly, you were the one who said no carbon monoxide.
Yes.
That's not what it was.
Oh.
Yeah. And look who was right, because at least preliminarily, it doesn't look like it was carbon monoxide, and they've still got to do a lot more toxicology to really figure it out. But coming back negative so far for carbon monoxide in their blood. And so that goes against what even law enforcement was thinking early on, that you've got two adults, a dog, all dead in the same building, no signs of trauma. But as you pointed out, it was a huge home, that it would have taken a lot of carbon monoxide to knock somebody out and to kill them in such a big building. But they know that they had been dead for a number of days. Looks like from his pacemaker about 2 weeks.
Wow.
That still detecting carbon monoxide in a body after that amount of time can be tough, so they're not ruling it out yet.
Alex, isn't that a bad pacemaker then? Isn't that pacemaker designed nowadays to alert the hospital if something happens?
It's a good question of if there should have been some kind of a warning. I don't know when he got it or if there's different models out there, but they were able to download the data and to know that just shy of 2 weeks before was the last event that he had. We still don't know what the event was, if it had to work to try to even out the heart rate or if it read something, but they believe that was his last day of life. But now they got to figure out what else was in their blood. Was there some medication? Was something else at play? This is what the sheriff in Santa Fe County is saying.
The manner and cause of death has not been determined. The official results of the autopsy and toxicology reports are pending.
So there are questions about those pills that were found around.
That sounded like the guy calling the Hindenburg. What did he die in the early 1900s?
They haven't determined it yet. They got to work on it. So with Betsy Arakawa, his wife, the pills that were all strewn about. The sheriff saying those were blood pressure meds, thyroid medication, and Tylenol. And none of them, were things that somebody would take to kill somebody. You wouldn't typically think that they would be at play. So they got to look at that. And in the end, there are some former medical examiners and coroners who say that sometimes you don't really know, that you take an educated guess and say, based on what we see here, that maybe it was this, maybe it was that. They didn't have surveillance cameras in and around their home. He was 95 years old. They enjoyed their privacy. So they're going to look at their cell phones. They're going to look at their daily planner that they got in the search warrant, try to piece this together, wait for the toxicology to come back. But one former coroner was saying, you know what? They may theorize that maybe he had a heart attack. She went to get the meds for him, and then she had a medical episode in the stress of that moment. And then the dog starved in the kennel. But that's a lot of coincidence and what if, and then maybe this. But in the end, that may be what we end up with.
Yeah, I think at least there's a refund coming on the pacemaker.
Well, I don't know who's going to go for it, being that they're both dead, but maybe they should try
the kids,
for that. Yeah.
Didn't work out. So what? Why? By the way, when I go to a doctor and he does a drug test on me. I pee in the cup and he tells me 10 minutes later I'm clean. How is this taking so long?
For all those drug tests you do on a weekly basis?
Well, when I worked at retail, I did take a drug test. I work at Nordstrom's and they made me take a drug test.
I asked the medical examiner here in L.A. not that long ago, why does toxicology take like 9 weeks, sometimes even longer? And his take was, he said, look, this is different than going to get your annual physical and they draw your blood, and by that night, UCLA Health or, CAC, that they email you your results and then you get the phone call, because they've got to do a lot of cultures and it grows and they wait to see what grows in there. Right. And it's a lot more in depth. They say it takes a lot longer. They are backlogged in a lot of places, but something like this, typically you would fast track it through there, but they say, hey, it takes a lot longer. It can be as little as like 2 or 3 weeks, but it can also be many months.
I worked for CBS Radio on KXLS. And
I know. I used to listen to
you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's why I brought it up, Alex. And they came in one day and they said, hey, everyone, we're drug testing everybody in the building. And Steckler said, oh, I don't mind. You can drug test us all. But this is part of CBS. So I'll show up down at TV City where you'll drug test everybody down there. And I'll stand in line with those guys and we'll drug test everybody. And they called it off.
It went away at that point, yeah.
Yep, it went away. Because that's where all the producers, actors, directors, writers were for all the sitcoms on CBS. And they were all smoking pot or taking pills or coke or whatever.
Yeah, I say there'd be a few positives in that group. Good idea by the company, yeah. But
did you watch the Oscars last night? Did you look at it?
I did. There was a moment, speaking of Gene Hackman, that Morgan Freeman honoring his friend, but... I don't know. Have you seen Honora? I have not seen Honora.
I saw the trailer. I think that's close, right?
Yeah, you're probably like most Americans that, as it kept winning, it was like, this is one movie that was never on my radar.
Yeah, it was too bad that Demi Moore didn't win. I thought she sort of deserved it in all the movies I saw, which was, just hers. And I thought it was great. But I think the Academy Awards, they want to be, the Oscars and the Academy wants to be different from everybody else. So I think they look down on movies that win a Golden Globe or Screen Actors Guild or Directors Guild or Writers Guild, and they want to go the opposite direction. They go for more of an artsy, not so much commercially successful look.
Well, I mean, hasn't it always been that way? Yeah. This year, you could say Wicked gets the raw end of the stick for that. In the animation side, the Disney films, the Avenger films, all of those that no way. I mean, Wicked could have, and it did win some awards, but that they're not the standard of what the Academy wants. And, even though that may be what most Americans are watching, that's not who the voters are going for.
Okay, well, I get that, but then it's hypocritical for the Academy Awards to pull in that audience with the opening number of Wicked and The Wizard of Oz, and then not give them any awards.
Yeah. Well, that argument could definitely be made. Look at the mainstream crowd that they're talking to, and then in the end, it's a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, and that speech with Adrian Brody, God Almighty.
Yeah.
6
Turn down the music. I know how this goes. Turn down the music.
But I mean, that's a pretty big feat to win. 22 or 25 years between best actors. A pretty big deal.
It's an amazing deal. Yeah.
And look what he's had to put up with. I mean, those are what is it? Harvey Weinstein's kids that he's raising?
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah. His wife is the ex-wife of who is the guy that ran? Was that Harvey Weinstein?
I don't know. I didn't know this. I didn't know the background here.
Wait, Crozier, you know this better than anybody. Harvey Weinstein's ex-wife is the current wife of Adrian Brody.
Girlfriend.
Okay.
Georgina Chapman's children with Harvey Weinstein.
Okay, so that guy wins an Academy Award, then hooks up with Harvey Weinstein's ex and is raising Harvey Weinstein's kids. They call
I had no idea. See what I learned from you?
That's right. They call him Popsy. The guy with what does he have? He has Lynn syndrome or something. He's got that syndrome where your long legs, you have long teeth, long fingers, everything's long on you. It's called Lindman's disease or something like that. Buddy, I don't know. I guess I'm too into it. I go too deep on this kind of crap. I don't know.
No, it's fascinating. I had no idea.
But I mean, look, to raise those two kids who aren't your own, and to explain where dad is, who's in prison for rape for the rest of his life, it's a big deal. You got to give him some credit for trying to raise those kids properly.
Sure. Yeah.
So I give him that. Buddy, I really appreciate you coming on, and we'll catch you. We'll catch you on next Oscars.
You got it. Sounds good. Thanks, Tim.
All right, thanks, man.
Later,
All right, there he goes, Alex Stone. That guy's great, man. ABC News is Alex Stone. Yeah, but that's a true story. Adrian Brody's girlfriend is the mother of Harvey Weinstein's kids. They were married. She was married to Harvey Weinstein for a long time and had 2 children. And then in 2017, when it came out that he was raping everybody in town, she split. But she probably had a hard time splitting. She was used to private jets and everybody kissing her ass and his ass, and everybody was afraid of him. Everybody in Hollywood was afraid of that guy. Everybody. There's not a single actor or director who wasn't afraid of that guy, that Harvey Weinstein. And now he's in prison probably for the rest of his life, which may not be long. He's always sick. He's always going down with something. But man, what a crazy night in Hollywood. Woof. And that's the woman who caught his gum too. Remember, he walked up on stage with gum and he didn't realize he had it in his mouth and he threw it at her. And she went to catch his gum, which is kind of odd. I don't know. Don't you just stick it in your pocket and have the guy at the cleaners give you an $80 tab to pull that out?
Sorry, I know people are going to hate it, but I just swallow the gum.
Okay, that's not bad either.
Just swallow it.
Yeah, right. You could swallow it. Your knees aren't going to stick together, despite what Grandma told you.
I never heard that one.
Oh, you never heard that?
I never heard that one.
Oh, that's my grandmother laid that on us all the time. You swallow that gum, your knees will stick together. Like, oh, no, I don't want my knees to stick together.
What the hell?
I still, today, don't swallow it because that might happen.
That's fantastic.
A loser, because he's a loser.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
The Oscars were last night. That's a big deal. It's a company town. A lot of businesses are in business because of show business. So when show business is in the news, you've got to super serve it, as they say. It's part of this town. It's the company business. Look, if we were doing radio in Pittsburgh and there was the Steel Business Awards, we would tell you who won the Steel Business Award. Or if it was Florida, we'd tell you, who won the Tourist Awards. So this is the business in Los Angeles. It's show business. The Oscars last night, they celebrated the LA Firefighters. That was a cool deal. LA Firefighters. And some skeptics, not me, but some skeptics online were saying, hey, what are we applauding? There was 14,000 homes that burned to the ground. Okay. But if it wasn't for the firefighters, that number probably would have been 22,000 homes that burned down. These guys saved a ton of homes that you're not aware of. So stick that in your pipe and shove that down the back of your throat.
Huh?
Sorry. I hate when people are just dumb. You know, dumb.
The fire service who bravely responded to and battled the Palisades and Eaton wildfires.
God almighty, what an introduction. Like the fires just won an award. Is that Conan O'Brien doing that?
The fire service
Ladies
who
and
bravely
gentlemen,
responded to and battled
craziest
the
fires of the
Palisades
year.
and Eaton wildfires.
It almost sounds like the Chips theme.
Yeah, you're right.
By the way, I don't know why I did this. I just a second ago nodded and went, thank you. Like I was apologize. That had on behalf of everyone in Greater Los Angeles, thank you for all that you do. Now, I know you're going to find this hard to believe, but there are some jokes even I'm not brave enough to tell. So on behalf of myself, would you please read what's in the prompter? And remember, everyone in this audience has to laugh. These are heroes. Yes, take it away. LAFD Captain Eric Scott.
Okay, Eric Scott's the guy we have on, right, Bellio?
Yeah, that's our buddy.
Yeah, he comes on with us. That Eric Scott.
Yeah.
All right. Was he the guy that was thrown into the ocean in an SUV halfway to Catalina?
No. That was not him.
Well, our hearts go out to all of those who
All right, here's Eric Scott's, the first joke from the firefighters.
Well, our hearts go out to all of those who have lost their homes. And I'm talking about the producers of Joker 2.
All right. I don't get that. Was Joker 2 was not successful and the producers had to sell their homes?
It was horrible.
Right.
Oh, is that right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Strong
whoa,
opinion.
Easy. God almighty. Never seen anybody stand up and point at me like that.
Just spend 2 minutes talking to Mo Kelly about it. He'll let you know.
Is that right? Okay. All right. I'll ask Mo Kelly.
And I'm talking about the producers of Joker 2.
Kind of early to do the lost your house jokes in L.A. No? Okay. All right. Okay.
Not for the producers of Joker 2, apparently.
I guess not, man. Oofa.
Damn, best delivery of the night. All right. Next up, Los Angeles Fire Department pilot Jonath Johnson.
To play Bob Dylan, Timothy Chalamet learned how to sing. In fact, his singing was so good, he almost lost the part.
Hey-o! This is where he asks Steph Oosh to explain the jokes. What is the joke there?
That's pretty good. Because Bob Dylan's a terrible singer.
Yes, you are, man. I tell you, you're like literally like a Seinfeld writer when it comes to these jokes.
And finally, Pasadena Fire Department Captain Jody Slicker.
It's great to be back with Conan. Usually when he calls, he's stuck in a tree.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Mild joke. I think a sort of stereotypical fireman joke. You know, they only come out when the cat's stuck in the tree.
It's happened twice. Thank you
So
to our
Conan
Greater Los Angeles.
What? Conan is cat-like? Is that what that means?
I think Conan actually did get stuck in a tree once. I think I remember that, where he went up to get the cat and he got stuck. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that did actually happen. All right, that's the Oscars winners and losers. When we come back, who was the big loser? Who was the big winner? And big moments, best moments, man. I don't know. I thought it was a cool show. I fast forwarded a lot. I was about 3 hours behind in the actual broadcast, and then fast forward to a lot of the makeup and hair. Sorry, it's just not where I live with the makeup and hair awards, and then those speeches. I can't. There's not enough there for me. And so I've got to press on. Sorry. I know. Just shallow as hell. I'm totally guilty.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
The Oscars were last night, and Harvey Weinstein's wife was there with Adrian Brody. That was a story that a lot of people overlooked. And he's only one of Harvey Weinstein, I believe, is one of, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 people that have been kicked out of the Academy. You know that Richard Gere was kicked out? Do you know that? Richard Gere.
For what?
In 1993, I remember this. Richard Gere was banned from the Academy Awards for 20 years after he went off script and denounced the Chinese government on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I do now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess he's back now, but
It was 20 years.
20 years suspension. And then Carmine, is it Caridi? He was kicked out. And he was kicked out for like a sort of a crazy reason. You know, they used to give VHS tapes to people if you're in the Academy to watch all the movies.
Yeah.
And then there was a timestamp on it. And if you got caught selling them or copying them, you're out. That's what he did. In 2004, actor Carmine Caridi was the first person to be permanently banned from the Oscars. And he was illegally circulating 60 VHS tapes to his friends. So, you know, I got caught up with that. My dad was in the Academy, and he got all those VHS awards, got all those VHS tapes. And back then, you couldn't get the movies online, You didn't go to the theater. They sent you VHS tapes in a nice, beautiful box, hoping to get you to vote for the movie.
The screeners, right?
The screeners. Yes, exactly right, Belly. It sounds like you work at the Academy with your lingo. So the screeners. Yeah, the screeners. And I remember being at my dad's house, and I said, "Hey, can I take the Godfather? I think it was Godfather 2 or 3. Can I take that home and look at it?" And he's like, yeah, there's a stamp on that with my name on it. If you make copies, I'm going to get thrown out of the Academy. Do you mind just watching it here?" And I'm like, "Oh man."
He knew.
Yeah, he sort of did, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But so if my dad had the movies, you had to go to his house and watch them. Man, he protected those like it was like it was a safe with all of his valuables in it. Man, he really protected.
Maybe he knew the Carmine Caridi story.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, I would have Carmined him for sure.
I think he
Yeah.
knew.
I had the whole tape duplication system set up anyway. I could have run like 40 copies an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that.
He was on to me. Harvey Weinstein also thrown out. I think everybody knows the reason why, right? Banned from the Oscars and expelled from the Academy over his sexual abuse allegations. You know who else was thrown out? Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is thrown out. And in 2018, actor and comedian Bill Cosby was expelled from the Academy and permanently banned from attending the Oscars when he was convicted of sexual assault charges, later overturned. So I don't know if he's back. I don't know. Roman Polanski was thrown out. I think people know that story. In 2018, director Roman Polanski was expelled. They didn't expel him until 2018 from the Academy after he was convicted of unlawful sexual abuse of a minor. They used another term that I'm not going to use on the air for abuse. And then Adam Kimmel, I don't know who Adam Kimmel is. In 2021, cinematographer and actor Adam Kimmel was banned from the Oscars due to a history of sex crimes. Oh, boy. And then Will Smith was thrown out for 10 years when he punched out Chris Rock. So 7 people have been banned from the Academy. Some for 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years. Some lifetime bans. Oh, man. All right, let's find out who the winners were and losers last night. Because they're losers or winners. I don't know.
And the Oscar goes to? Are they playing us off?
No. Well, maybe. Anora.
Anora's the big winner. Did anybody see that? Anybody on the show see Anora? Man, I'd like to see that, right? It's about the hookers marrying rich, wealthy Russian kids. Isn't every movie about that? Yeah, wasn't that every movie that comes?
It's a Cinderella story.
Yeah, right. That's right. Yeah, it's a dark Cinderella story. That's what it is. It's exactly what it is.
Oscar Night 2025 saw movie greats honoring an underdog story on and off screen. Anora winning 5 Oscars in all, including Best Picture, and serving up the big night's biggest surprise in Best Actress.
Mikey Madison.
After a strong award season for The Substance's Demi Moore.
You know, that Mikey Madison, it's a woman, by the way. She grew up in the San Fernando Valley or somewhere in the Valley. I don't know. But she's a local kid. She's 25 years old, I think. That Mikey Anderson.
The Oscar going to Anora's Meteorite of a Leading Lady, 25-year-old Mikey Madison.
How about that? 25 years old, and you've already won an Academy Award. 25 years old. I think it's too early. I think you got to wait for good things in life. If you peak at your career at 25, it is only downhill from there. Sorry, Mikey. Maybe you'll come back and have 8 more Academy Awards. That's possible. She's a good actress, but you don't want to peak too early. You want to peak in your late 50s, early 60s, and when you really hit your stride, you get the job you want. You get whatever is going on in your life. I think you got to keep working, and bang, you peak in your 50s or early 60s. Like, for instance, the Las Vegas got a hockey team in the NHL. And the very first year, they went to the Stanley Cup Finals and won the first game. Then they got beat 4 in a row by Washington, I believe. And then they won the Stanley Cup 3 or 4 years later. So they had a total of 3 or 4 years of struggle before they won the Stanley Cup. I had 45 years of we'll get them again next year. That's why when the Kings won the Cup in 2012, it was a big effing deal for me. A huge emotional deal for me that the Kings won the Stanley Cup. The people in Vegas, they're not going to experience that. You've got to go 30, 40, or 50 years. That's why in Chicago with the Cubs, you got to go 30, 40, 50, 60 years between championships to really, really love it and enjoy it and celebrate it and have it affect your life. Because you're a loser for the other 40 or 50 years. A total loser. And I think she might have peaked too early. Sorry. Again, I hope she wins every year, but you got to be careful with that. Got to be careful with peaking too early, man. Got to peak later on in life. Like Bellio, you peaked, I don't know, I would say with the Lakers broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
What? What are you getting at?
No, I'm just saying.
And why is everybody like chirping in the background? Is he going to say it? Is he going to say it? What's he going to get her on this time?
I was listening to Petros and Money program over there, and they said that you were great at getting people, you worked on the Lakers broadcast, and one of your jobs was to get celebrities to come up and be interviewed by Matt Money Smith.
Yes, for the pre- and post-game show.
Yeah, and they said you were really good at that.
That's not what they said, though, right?
That's right. Yeah, you're right. That's not what they said.
What they said was that
you
Matt
failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I couldn't get Cole Hamels on.
That's right.
And that Matt is still reeling over that.
That's right.
It's not my fault the guy said no.
I know, but
I did my job.
But how many people heard them say that today who are all listening to KFI? A couple hundred?
Maybe.
So I gave you a lifeboat of saying, hey, they praised you over there.
Oh, well, I was just keeping it real.
Is that what we do now?
Then we're keeping it real.
Is that what we do over here now?
We're keeping it real.
Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, well, then let's keep it real.
I failed. Okay? I didn't do my job.
All right. And then we landed on the moon, I guess, for the first time over the weekend. I guess that's a big deal.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
This Labor Day at Lowe's, shop member-only doorbuster deals for a limited time. Save $50 on an Ego string trimmer, now $169. Plus, get 50% off select Holland pavers. Not a rewards member? Sign up for free today. But hurry, Labor Day doorbuster deals won't last long. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 9/1 while supplies last. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
Hey, that Michael Monks, who's a talented reporter around here, the guy also makes homemade ice cream. Stefush, how is it? The homemade ice cream. What flavor did you get, Stefush?
It's delicious. I got coffee.
And it's good, huh?
So good.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Matt got coffee, and I got coffee.
And Crozier, is any good? You'll be honest.
It is a bold flavored coffee ice cream. And it's
Is that
fantastic.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Bellio, did you like it?
I do like it. I could use more coffee flavor. My part is not as bold as Crozier's.
Oh, is that right?
I just let Bethany know that she's in trouble because if Monks is coming here with homemade ice cream, she's got to step up her game.
She bakes.
Yeah. All right. And I told him, he goes, hey, do you want, and I said, I'm lactose intolerant. I'll have to jump out this window if I have that ice cream and hightail it home. So I'm fun to be with, I guess. I don't know.
Real hoot.
Yeah. I wonder if my wife thinks like, man, my husband's not that fun to be with.
Oh, definitely, I'm sure. We think it. And we only have you 3 hours a day.
That's right.
3 hours and 5 minutes.
That's right. Yeah, right. Well, okay. All right, I can reduce that. I mean, if you're complaining.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
All right. I don't want to. Oh, tomorrow we got a Trump speech, right? You got Trump tomorrow at 6 p.m. He's giving some kind of speech to Congress tomorrow. So 6 p.m. tomorrow, Trump wall to wall for you people out there who hate him. Sorry, but we're playing it, right? That's what we've been told. Okay. PCH, the new passes. You have to have a new pass to get out to PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. And to, if you own a home out there or a condo or work out there, you have to have the new pass or else you're going to be shut down.
You might want to think twice about going in the water. Officials urging people to stay out. A lot of the fire debris has been swept into the ocean. And
yeah, I saw that. A lot of that fire debris. Those homes are right on the ocean. And we've had high tide and it's come in and taken a lot of that crap out to the ocean. I don't know how long that's going to go on, but it's kind of screwing up all the other beaches in the Santa Monica Bay area.
With more rain expected this week, it could get even worse. As for this new pass, well, it's reserved for residents, businesses, essential workers, contractors, as well as school and metro buses. This pass will get people access for areas of PCH that have been restricted after the fire. Those eligible will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis. All original passes previously issued will still be accepted. You can go to these 3 different locations to start applying for those passes.
Okay, here you go. 3 locations to get a new pass for PCH.
Passes. The Disaster Recovery Center over at UCLA Research Park West off West Pico Boulevard.
Right.
Then there's the Malibu Campus Interpretive Center on Civic Center Way and Malibu City Hall.
All right. Malibu City Hall, I think that's your best bet. At least you know where that is.
Now, the debris from the fires is impacting local beaches. You can see the debris floating in the ocean from these aerials taken just a few days ago. This comes after recent rain.
I don't know how they're going to rebuild those homes. Crozier, you know more about construction than I do. Those homes that were right on the ocean during high tide, that water comes right up to the property line and is splashing against the water, the break wall there. How do you rebuild a house when there's water? How do you pour concrete? How do you get builders out there? How do you get contractors out there and construction guys when the water is literally lapping up into the house?
Yeah, I don't know what the codes currently are, but I mean, look, they build bridges and they go down into the water and into the ground underneath, and it's just a matter of how deep and how thick you want to make those footings.
But I was listening to Adam Carolla. He had a good point. You're going to have to build break walls there in order, because everything's on septic tank, and you can't have a septic tank come in contact with the ocean. So you're going to have to drill down, pour concrete, put steel in, and you might be, and again, Carolla said this, and he knows more about construction than I do, just barely. But you might be $3 or $4 million into construction before you even put up one wall. With just the foundation and the break wall and the new septic tank, it's going to be very expensive. I don't know who's going to pay for that. I don't know if insurance covers that or not, but man, oh man, there is a lot of work to be done out there. A lot.
This comes after recent rain as toxins from the burnt homes along the coastline run off into the ocean. The nonprofit Heal the Bay is raising concerns over the safety of water quality. It's warning that untreated sewage, trash, and other contaminants is creating potential health risks to beachgoers.
Yeah, Heal the Bay is a good organization. They've been around a long time, and you get a sense that they're frustrated because they've been around a long time and the Bay is not any healthier than it was when they started.
While local health agencies say some beaches might be safe based on routine sampling, Gilda Bay is arguing more extensive testing is required to fully understand the impact of the storm.
You know, when I was a kid and we had rains, those beaches were never closed. Now, I don't know whether they just didn't close them because they didn't know there was feces in the water or we had a better system. I don't know. But when it rained when I was a kid, the beaches never closed, ever. Now they're closed all the time. A couple days before the rain, during the rain, a week after the rain. And they tell you not to, 100 yards from Station 6 to 100 yards from Station 9. I don't know how they do that. It's not exact science. I don't know. My rule of thumb in Santa Monica, from Torrance up until Zuma, from Zuma to Torrance, don't go in the water. Don't go in the water. You'll be healthier if you don't go in the water.
We were on not the Santa Monica Pier, but the Venice Pier further down.
I wonder how many people who live in Malibu swim in the Pacific Ocean. I bet it's 2%. I bet 2% of the people who live in Malibu, the Malibu colony, live on the coast, actually dive into the ocean and go swimming in the ocean. I bet it's less than 2%. Much less than 2%. I bet zero. Nobody's ever been in the ocean. Period. But that's a big deal. The pollution in this ocean is going to last for a long, long time. And then we got rain coming up. I don't know if you guys know this, because you're not weather freaks like I am. But we got rain coming up Wednesday and Thursday. 70% chance on Wednesday, 60% chance on Thursday. And then Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, exactly a week from today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, rain, rain, rain. We have 5 days of rain coming in the next 10 days. 5 days of rain. And the high in the San Fernando Valley is only going to reach 54 degrees on Thursday. That's cold. 54 degrees in the San Fernando Valley on Thursday. 5 days of rain coming up in the next 10 days. More pollution in the ocean. It sucks. All right, well, there's a fun hour. We're live on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.